Kia ora, bros and girls. Welcome back to the channel, and we're up to Chapter 2, Map 1. So we've taken care of Red Skull, we've taken care of Electra, and we're up against, I don't know who yet, but there's 5 paths in this one. That one is Strike Back, Normal Path, Backup Recovery. Don't worry about that War Match. This path has Soft Guard. And this one is Gambler's Fate. Well, I feel like a gambling man today, so I might take Gambler's Fate and see what happens here. Also, I like coming up against Starkey because he's an Avenger, he's a tech, he's an evader, and he gives me 3 charges. So that sounds like a good deal to me. Sounds like a good start. My only problem is going to be to try and get him to evade. So that's a little bit more tricky because, oh, there he is. He's evaded, and now I can get True Strike forever for the rest of the quest. Let's see if that helps me out at all. Great, so hopefully the rest of the lead up will be quite easy now with 3 persistent charges. But I'm excited to see who the boss is going to be and whether it's going to be challenging or not. I only got 2 charges, that's interesting. Just evade that. There we go, that's Winter Soldier down. So let's carry on. The next one we're up against is Unstoppable Colossus. Still 2 charges. That seems really weird because I thought that Stark Spidey was an Avenger, but maybe he's not. So we'll deal with Unstoppable Colossus here, and then just get rid of that Unstoppable. I really hate the Unstoppable thing because it's just annoying. It's not even hard to play against. It's annoying and time consuming because you gotta wait for it to expire before you can even get in there and hit them. And I'm all out of charges. So the thing with Corvus is when his glaive is on, he hits like a truck. But when it's disabled or you're waiting for it, he can't crit, and he turns really soft. So you kind of have to yeah, man, you kind of have to balance that out. Right, so next up, Superior Iron Man. I don't know how he's superior. He's not an Avenger. He's an Illuminati though. So I don't even know why anyone has that tag, or if that's like a thing, if like anyone has an advantage against an Illuminati. Like, sure, villains you do, Spider-Verse, of course, and – large or small heroes, but Illuminati, really? dimensional beings, for example, But yeah, well, there you go. A little tidbit of information. Next up, Angela. I used to really like Angela. Actually, she was my first. She was my first rank 5 as a 4-star. I think, and I think partially because I had the most cosmic class catalyst, so she was the first um, person I could rank 5. But also just because I really liked her. Like she was a new character at the time. She hit like a truck. Great character model. I like the moves. I like the fact that she can sack 3 Furies. She had regen. Um, and yeah, she got me through a fair bit of content actually, and got me through a lot of Alliance Quest early on when I didn't have better options like Wolverine or Ultron or Luke Cage. So yeah, I really enjoyed playing with her actually. So we have Gambit, and he should definitely give me a charge because he's mutant. Um, Hopefully I can use that against the boss. I guess another cool thing is that Corvus Glaive is bleed immune so long as his glaive is active, so long as the charges are active. Uh, so you can take him into some bleed fights without taking too much damage, which is really really useful. I mean, he's not fully immune, obviously. If you use all the charges or you get knocked down, then he can bleed. Um, but for the most part, so we're up against Taskmaster. That's the boss. That's going to be kind of annoying. So he's got Fury, Aggression. He's got Buffet as well, and Rage. So this guy could be potentially quite nasty. I think my best option will probably be Iceman, but I'm gonna see what I can do with Corvus Glaive first. Um, but I'm really limited with Rage to 2.5% a hit, so that means this is not going to be a. This is not a really good fight for Corvus. This is actually probably not really a good fight for any heavy hitter because it's an endurance fight. It's not a sprint. You need at least 40 hits. Um, and having Taskmaster myself, I know he reduces your ability accuracy as you go through, and he's got concussion. Um, so I think Iceman is probably going to be my best bet against him. The Cold Snap can bypass that rage cap of 2.5% per hit. Um, so let's see how we go there. He's also got that Fury counter, which means that you have to be a little bit aggressive to try and get rid of his Fury. But we're just going to be a little bit patient here, get the cold snaps in, try to just keep that Fury counter low, and hope to outdamage him. I'd like to think that Voodoo would probably be pretty good in this fight because he could just convert all the buffs that he's getting into poisons, and that would definitely outdo the regen. Um, or Archangel. The problem though is with reduced ability accuracy, you might not be able to even parry or get your offensive abilities up. So we did a fair bit there with Iceman though. We'll see if we can finish it off with Proxima. At this point in time, I'm just really messing around. I could probably take Star-Lord in and finish him off, but I want to see how Proxima does. She can parry every time, I think, because she's got that 200% defensive ability reduction. So she's basically guaranteed to parry, even though he reduces her ability accuracy. But yeah, as you can see, she doesn't do a heck of a lot of damage. But she got him down to 4%. That's more than Iceman did. And we'll just clean him up with Star-Lord or Nebula. Let's go with Nebula. We'll just shock him and let him shock out. And yeah, so that's Taskmaster. I highly recommend you get someone who can do damage over time. Uh, or heavy bleeders. Maybe Carnage would be good for this fight as well. Carnage, Voodoo, Archangel, Iceman, I think, is the best. Or ability accuracy reductions. Gwenpool also would be fantastic. Okay, if it helped you out, like, subscribe, leave a comment. And yeah, we will see you in the next one. Kakitiano, bros and girls.